Venus rising. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. What's up? How y'all doing? Good evening. What's up, Carla? How you doing? How you doing? So we're going to go into the Light Seers Tarot for this particular read. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull up the chat, and then we're going to go ahead and start with prayer and go ahead and get ready. Spirit guides, ancestors, great divine creator, I thank you so much for this moment in time to be able to go into the tarot of Sagittarius placements. Sun, Moon, Venus rising. What is it you got for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus rising? North Node by way of Holy Spirit. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, so shall it be forever and always. Ashe. What's up, DJ Trillville? What's up, Empress Love? This is for the Sagittarius placement, Sun, Moon, Venus rising. Okay, Saggies. This is Saggies read. We still doing a collective. So just, it'll be after this. How you doing, Cisco? Okay. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius placements. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I would have been on much earlier. It has been a day. Hey, Cisco. How you doing? I have been running. Literally from one thing to the next. No break, no sit down. All right, let's get into it. Y'all know that the bonus is based on likes and views. So please double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, Kels the Star Seed? Welcome. All right, Sagittarius placements. Holy Spirit, what is it that you got for Sagittarius placements? Sun, Moon, Venus rising by way of Holy Spirit. Starting off, Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Six of Wands is in the upright. Seven of Cups is in the upright. Nine of Swords is in reverse. And the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Just to double check, is the Wheel of Fortune supposed to be in reverse? The Wheel of Fortune? Just one. Just like two cards. Upright. Double confirmation. Wheel of Fortune is supposed to be upright. It's supposed to be upright. Okay. Okay, not bad at all. Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. The Six of Wands is in the upright. How you doing, Mimosa? The Seven of Cups is in the upright. Nine of Swords is in reverse. And the Ace of Wands is in reverse. So let's talk about it. With the Wheel of Fortune here in the upright, somebody is experiencing good luck, baby. Somebody is feeling like this is their time to shine, baby. Somebody is feeling like the wheel is definitely turning in their favor. They have balanced their light and their dark energy. And here with the Six of Wands in the upright, they're feeling very victorious. All eyes on you, Saggy. All eyes on you. So you feel like you're on top of the world right now. You are definitely in the spotlight. And the mic is hot. The mic is hot. What do you got going on, baby? I don't know what you got going on, but it is definitely, you get a lot of accolades, attention, and praise for whatever you're doing. And actually, all of this is just leading to more and more options. You can do whatever you like. What do you want to do next, Saggy? What do you want to do next? You got Seven Cups. You can pick which one do you want next. You got to figure it out, because guess what? Whatever you pick, you stress free. That's one thing I can say. Whoever we're reading for, whatever Saggy we're talking about today, this is a Saggy that is stress-free. They have many, many options. They're feeling like they're on top of the world. They're very victorious. They're in the spotlight. They're getting a lot of attention. And it's like you're stress-free. Only thing is like you just want to pick a new direction. So it's like everything is going well. And here with this Ace of Wands, in reverse, it's just like instead of going, I don't know, let me see. Holy Spirit, just double checking. Was that Ace of Wands supposed to be? Let me turn. Oh, Lord, did I mix the whole deck up? No, just that one. Is the Ace of Wands, I did pick that up right. Is that supposed to be reverse? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So it's like, you want to go in a new direction. So the direction you try to go in really has to do with what do you want to do next. You don't know where you don't know what you want to do. You can go in any direction you want to, but it's a feeling like you just got to figure out which direction you want to go in. Because you're already, even though the Ace of Wands is not in the upright, you've already birthed so much great. It's like the next move is what's next. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. How you doing, Slave Princess? What's up? Let's see. Lynn, how you doing, Lynn? Welcome to the channel. Did I miss anybody else? No, I got you, Empress. Love. How you doing? All right, so let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune here in the upright. What do you got for the Wheel of Fortune in the upright? Wheel of Fortune in the upright is being clarified by the Seven of Wands is in reverse. The Knight of Cups is in reverse. The Ten of Cups is also in reverse. Yeah, this is happening to you after a time where you like lost someone. Nobody came to rescue you. Nobody helped you. Nobody had your back. Ten of Cups, maybe you went through an ending or a breakup. Nobody came in to rescue you. You actually felt quite defeated. So for you to be feeling like you balanced out your energy, congratulations. Somebody left you hanging and you were definitely by yourself. Which like, at some point in time, you thought it was your happily ever after. Proved not to be. Y'all broke up. This person didn't have your back. Knight of Cups is in reverse. So somebody who could have showed you love did not. And it did hurt. At some point, you were hurt. I can't deny it here with the Seven of Wands, but it didn't matter because luck was on your side. All it required was you looking at things from a higher level of consciousness. See how she's above the clouds? And that changed everything. I tell y'all all the time, perspective, your perspective is everything. Let's talk about the Six of Wands. What's up, Chair Bear? So, you know, perspective can change. It can make or break a person. Y'all, please double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, please, and thank you. Let's talk about the Six of Wands in the upright, right in the center, or you could double tap the three dots in the top right corner of your cell device. Okay, Six of Wands in the upright, please. What do you have for Six of Wands in the upright? Okay. Seven of Swords is in the upright. Knight of Swords is in reverse. Three of Pentacles is in reverse. And I'm not taking that one because that one will stick in. So somebody did not want to build wealth with you at all. In fact, they ran quite quickly to betray you, stab you in the back, but it became illuminated. If you notice, this is supposed to be a moon. It's not the sun, it's the moon. But you see how there's birds here. Birds are messengers. And then here with this moon, as bright as it's shining, that, hey, intuitively, you probably knew that this person was trying to get away with something here with the Seven of Swords here in the upright. So somebody quickly betrayed you and tried to get away with something, but knowledge came out. Maybe you found out from your spiritual team or something like that. And so your intuition was screaming loud that something is not right. Somebody is out here betraying you. And this is why they didn't want to work with you. But it doesn't matter if they don't want to work with you, because look at you now. So somebody didn't want to be on your team and they betrayed you. And so now you stand alone victorious. Now you've won. Victory is, this is like the Six of Wands is like when you've got victory. You're being cheered on, and this person didn't want to work with you. So it looks like one monkey did not stop no show. You kept going anyway. And this is what it is. Welcome, Charnette. How you doing, Ralph? Hey, baby. Welcome to the channel. Hey, Terrell. Yeah, and Kendra, how you doing, baby? So yeah, somebody felt like someone did not want to work with them and they was quick to betray them. But that doesn't matter because life changed for you. The wheels start turning in your favor. Now you can have whatever you like. You got 7 cups. You got a lot of options to choose from. And this is why I was like, what do you want to do next? Let's talk about the 7 of Cups in the upright. Dang, Terrell, I'm so sorry. Seven of Cups in the upright is being clarified by the 2 of Cups in reverse. The 4 of Cups in the upright. Page of Cups is also in the upright. Somebody put you in a one-sided situation. They didn't love you. They didn't love you. They didn't love you at all. They broke up with you because maybe they had a lot of options to choose from and they didn't want you. So you were in this one-sided situation, but it didn't matter that you was in a one-sided situation because with the 4 of Cups here, it's like you did not wait on this person. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I like too that is saying here, Sagittarius, is that you're victorious because you balance your energy. You also, it looks like when you balance your energy, that means you went within. So instead of running and trying to get up under somebody or smoking the problem away or drinking it away or, sexting it away, because, some people, the first thing they do after a breakup is they will go ahead and they will say, like, for instance, the easiest way to get over a person is to get under a new person, right? You didn't do that. Whoever I'm talking about, they went within. And because whenever you're balancing your energy or getting to higher levels of consciousness or higher perspectives, that means you did some sort of internal healing work. And so you didn't just take, okay, so this person doesn't want to love you. Okay, cool. That doesn't mean that everything has to be closed off from you. See, some people get lost, and like when a person leaves, they feel like their happiness left. But once you realize that you can pour into your own cup, you don't need somebody to validate you. You're not dependent on somebody's presence for your happiness. Then that means that you're free. You can get up and you can do something about it. And you did. So now you got all these options and you're stress free. Let's talk about the 9 of Swords in reverse. How you doing, Violet? Welcome to the channel. So you're in a stress-free situation. Let's talk about it. Holy Spirit, what you got for the 9 of Swords in reverse? Nine of Swords in reverse is being clarified by the Hermit in the upright, the Tower in the upright, and Temperance in reverse. See, at first your energy was off balance. So you are stress-free now, but it took a minute. Because see, when you first started, you didn't have your light in your dark. You see how he's got the sun and the moon. You see you see the angel back here behind his head. You did not feel connected. In fact, when stuff first happens to us, we do feel like this. Devastated. Like, I can't control the situation. It feels like things kind of snowball. But for you to get the 9 of Swords in reverse, now you're stress-free. But it came after a period of time. Because at first you were out of balance. Like, you didn't know what you were going to do. You were experiencing a tower. And a tower, though, does not mean it's the end of the world. Towers means that something was fundamentally wrong with the foundation that you had with this person. It wasn't working for you. It wasn't working for them. It wasn't working for you. You two are not a vibrational match. Y'all don't think the same. You don't act the same. Y'all could have broke up for a number of reasons, right? So, but what I like about the Tower is that here it is, your home life was being struck. You see, your acorns may have been affected because sometimes when you break up, there is a wave in the financials. You know what I'm saying? If y'all shared finances or if you overspent, helping somebody, finances can go up or down, right? So your money wasn't looking right. So the universe said that's a reason for a Tower right there in itself. So how you doing, Blind Not Dumb? What's up, Lonnie? Lonnie Brooks, welcome to the channel. Jay Divine, welcome, babies. How's everybody doing? So here it is. Your money was being affected. And it was like God was trying to get your attention. He had to strike your tower. One of your towers is that crown chakra activation. And I'm going to be honest with you. If this was representing you, this little squirrel, you was looking like, oh, Lord, what is happening to me? But if you notice, there's a lot of butterflies. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a lot of butterflies in a lightning bolt. You needed to go through a transformation. So even though this person left you and at first you were upset, and they wanted you to feel defeated, they didn't have your back, you decided, listen, this isn't working anyway. And if you really admitted to yourself the truth, what you had with this person, it wasn't working. Y'all, like when you really look at it, did y'all have this right foundation for longevity? Hell no. You got to look at why did y'all get together? How did you get together? You got to look at what the who, the when, the what, the how. And the only way you're going to get there is if you would have went into hermit mode. So we got a Sagittarius placement who is out here in hermit mode, sitting with the divine, learning. So this breakup actually triggered a spiritual awakening. And so it was like in the middle of a storm, during the most chaotic time of your life, this is when you hit pause. And now everything can wait. Everybody can wait. It's about me now. I need to take care of me. I need to love me. So it's like you're sitting out here with the divine, getting higher levels of consciousness. See, just like how she's above the clouds, to sit up on top of the mountain means now you're looking at things from a whole nother viewpoint. And so the viewpoint I believe that you got from all of this was it was time for you to move in a whole nother direction. It was time. You needed to move. How you doing, Lynn Young? Blessings to you. So it's like things needed to change. You could not keep going in that direction. How you doing, Minerva and Lynn Yang? So let's talk about you moving in another direction. Let's talk about the Ace of Wands in reverse, please. Yeah, see, you had to move in another direction because I'm going to be honest with you, Sagittarius, you had no choice. You had no choice but to move in another direction because the person that should have, okay, you went back at some point to a relationship with the Six of Swords. You went back to someone or something. But when you got there, it wasn't what you thought it was. This person really was not fully invested because judgment is in reverse. So listen, when you are judgment in the upright, this is somebody who is like, they're up here. Okay, I see you, baby. Welcome, Reginald and Rose Allen. Welcome to the channel. Tree is T and Don. Welcome to your first time on I'm the Light. It's nice to have you here. So we're here with judgment, right? When somebody calls judgment, in this particular case, it was like you wanted to resurrect something. Maybe you wanted to resurrect a relationship, but it was in reverse. This person was not as invested in you. So they were treating you without mercy. Remember, I said they had you in a one-sided situation. So what you went back to, you thought that it was going to be something restored. You know how like when y'all break up and you get back together, okay, this is what I'm not going to do. This is what you're not going to do. And we're going to come and you're supposed to bring your best self. But this person didn't do that. They was treating you without mercy. So it was like, instead of coming to you and y'all resurrecting something positive, they're really putting you like, I mean, like y'all on two different teams. Like y'all not in y'all know how like you need to be in harmony, in sync. You and this person was not in sync. So it was like y'all was going in two different directions. And this is exactly why I never got off the ground. So it was like you were forced to go in a whole nother direction. You had no choice but to move on without this person. Yep, I'm getting a cold chill. You had to move on. Because if somebody doesn't want to work with you, you can't force nobody. Listen, y'all can't. Some people try to force their way into people's life. You can't lead me. But really, this is a sign when somebody pulls away like that and you find yourself in a one-sided situation, that is a clear indication that, hey, baby, it's time to back up. Let them go. And it's time for you to go within. And ask yourself the tough questions that you never wanted to. Why am I chasing? Why do I want this so bad? If this person is not invested, why do I see this illusion of love? What am I actually in love with? Because this person's not really showing up. So then you're facing a tough choice. Well, if this person's not loving me, then who's loving me? Am I loving me? How did I get here? You got to start, see, when you get in hermit mode, it's like the divine is giving you that crown chakra. It's like you got to ask yourself tough questions. And so it's like you can't force this person to be with you. You can't force them to give. You can't force them to love. You have to just let go. And that's exactly what you did. Because it was like, it didn't make any point. It made no sense to keep holding on to something, right? How you, okay. What's the meaning of life, Sheriff? Welcome, the Cancerian. How you doing, Tanika McKnight? Margaret, how you doing? Clifford Nichols, how are you? Nancy, welcome to the channel. Blind Not Dumb. Regerine Graffiti Wears from Nigeria. Thank you for the floating heart. Tree is T. Okay, and Don, everybody, welcome to the channel. Hey, Misty55 and Minerva. Okay, and D Ocean. Woo woo. Chantel Brown, welcome. So let's talk about what ended up happening to happen for you, Sagittarius. No, that's enough. Okay. So you had to go within. You had to go into, listen, in order for things to change, you was going to have to go through, notice how these lights are over her crown and her eyes are closed. You was going to have to use your third eye, honey. You had to, listen, in other words, stop acting. Remember I said it's like you got to hit pause. You got to close off. If you're in hermit mode, that means instead of talking and running your mouth, instead of taking action, you're sitting back and you're analyzing. You're looking at all the things. So in order to analyze, you got to go back into your memory bank. And you got to look at situations, what was said, what the behavior was, the subtle little things that you may have overlooked. And this is what somebody did. So somebody's in high priestess mode. When they got into high priestess mode with the 3 of Cups, a lot had to change, right? 3 of Cups. Now, this is letting you know who your real friends were. Who had your back? See, you had a relationship, but this person had you on one side of the situation. And so you at first thought that somebody had your back, but they clearly didn't, because the person you thought had your back was really doing stuff behind your back. You see this light? Did y'all see this light? This little orby? Welcome. Oh, yeah. If you're new here, my angels and the Holy Spirit show on camera all the time. My orbs don't look like everybody else's. They look like very condensed light, and they blink and do tricks, and sometimes they look like feathers or butterflies. Like, I kid you not. So welcome. If you're new here, yes, they do stuff. Sometimes they look iridescent. Sometimes they blink. Like, they do all kinds of little tricks. So welcome to the channel. So let me tell you something. So you're realizing that this person was, instead of having your back, they was actually manipulating you, right? And so this is why you was feeling defeated. So when you got in a high priestess mode, you had to analyze, why do I keep feeling defeated? Why do I keep feeling like this doesn't feel like love? Why does this not feel like the family dynamic that I want it to feel like? I want to feel victorious. Well, in order to balance the energy, sometimes you got to look at what you don't want to look at. You got to look at the mess, right? And so this is what somebody has decided to do, was to look at the mess that was being made. And so one of the things that was being illuminated was that this person was not actually your friend. Like I said, they was actually doing stuff behind your back. They didn't want to work with you. 3 of Pentacles is in reverse. Now it's high priestess, you're seeing it. So now, instead of sitting here crying over this person, Sagittarius, somebody decided that here with the 4 of Cups, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up and I'm going to get to work. If I want my life to change, then that means it's going to require some work. And this was not going to be no one and done. I'm going to go sit down for a week. I'm going to just go take a couple of days to myself. No, somebody's like, no, I really want to change. See, if you want to go in a whole new direction, and you said you were going through a tower, then if you don't like the direction of your life, sometimes you got to hit pause and really do a deep dive to have the life you want. And this was going to require a lot of time on working, many moon cycles. You were going to have to work on this. So many moon cycles. So you could have been working on this for up to a year or longer. And so part of the reason why you had to get up and work on this, it was because money was thin. Remember I said you just went through a breakup. Somebody left, either you overgave or somebody, or sometimes when you break up, this person may have made more than you or you made less, but either way, you was sitting in the Page of Pentacles. You did not have as much money as you normally had. So here it is with less money and you're by yourself. That means that you're going to have to work. You're going to have to. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's like you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do. But so, because you're realizing you're by yourself and you're going through this tower and you're out of balance and ain't nobody here helping you. And you want to get back to where you're stress free. So what can you do? What can you do, Sagittarius? So you had to analyze. Part of why you weren't getting off the ground, you had to go within. Devil's out here. Now, this is not calling this person a devil. You had to look at your devil. You had to look at your shadow side. Did you have drinking or drug behaviors? What are your overindulgences? How did you get here? How did you partner with the devil and lose control? And now it's like other things are controlling you instead of you controlling it. And when I say not a person, we're not talking about controlling a person. We talk about controlling self. My finances is something I'm supposed to have be in control of. But if I'm in a page of pentacles, how did I get here? How did I get let my finances get out of control to now instead now it's like it's pulling the strings on me. And when it pulls the strings on you, this is how you get to the 9 of Swords. Now you got stress and anxiety. How'd I get here? I'm getting a cold chill. You had to look at your addictive behaviors. Were you lazy? Were you focusing on relationship? Were you focusing on getting high? Was you sitting up here drinking? Was you partying too much? What was you doing? Even overspending. You got to get comfortable with your shadow side. Because see, the devil energy is really, truth be told, we don't talk about it often, but you put the chains on yourself. So guess what? Who had to free you? If you put the chains on yourself, you're the one who's going to have to take the chains off, baby. You're the one who sit down and drink. You're the one who's laid up. You're the one making all of those choices. So once you realize that, you're going to have to go within and figure out, okay, I want to be free from the devil. Then cut yourself free, baby. Cut yourself free. How you doing? Did I miss anybody? I think I'm all caught up. Top Diva, did I speak to you? Welcome. If I didn't. Cherry is in the upright. So, first thing your intuition is telling you is that you have got to leave anything behind that is not serving you. Anything that felt like an injustice. When somebody shows you who they are, you have to believe them. And this was one of the first steps you decided to take. You treat me wrong. You're not being fair to me. You played like my friend, but you really are self-sabotaging me. You might be cheating on me. This is somebody who also didn't want to build wealth with you. So they may have been being selfish. This is somebody you can't trust. And so the first thing you have to do is you got to say that release prayer. God, please remove any person, place, or thing that is not to my highest and greatest good. It's got to go. So that's one of the first things that will help you to get your energy balance is that you got to get rid of the people that are just bringing chaos, that are really like dead weight. They're not there for a purpose. It's like, really, why is this energy? Why am I associating with an energy who don't really like me anyway? This person didn't want to have your back. They was treating you with judgment in reverse. This was your person that you had gotten back together with. And so you wanted to get balanced with Chariot. You see, again, the black and the white horse, you want to be balanced. So you got to leave this person behind. So you decided, me and them from this point on, we're the stalemate. Because this person was trying to bind you. And you're the one that's losing energy here. Do you see the essence? You're the one losing energy. So Sagittarius, you had to free yourself. What they say? Free your mind and the rest will follow. Free your mind and the rest will follow by In Vogue. You had to free your mind. You had to. You had to free yourself from anything that was keeping your mind all discombobulated. See, you had to come out and free anything, anybody or anything that brought chaos or conflict. If they made you question your self-worth, if they made you question your self-esteem, if this is somebody making you question what they doing, you gotta chase. What are you doing? You ghosting, you gaslighting, you making me question things. That means you're bringing chaos. You're not bringing me nothing but problems. You're bringing hellfire to my life. You gotta go. Somebody wants you to be in competition with third parties and chase and fight for them. You got to go. This is somebody who wanted peace in their life because you wanted to be stress free. So this is somebody who was like, and listen, you already in the page of pentacles. You don't need the added stress of worrying about what this person then ran off and doing because they not paying hardly no attention anyway. This is somebody who has you in a one-sided situation. And if your finances is upside down, I'm going to be honest with you. Most of y'all know it, but everybody can't do it. When your finances is upside down, that means go sit down. You don't need to be dating. You don't need to be dating. You need to be focused on getting yourself together. And this is what the Sagittarius decided to do. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to leave behind anybody that's unjust, anybody that brings chaos and conflict, anybody that is making me lose my essence, anybody trying to bind me, confuse me. See how she's looking like she doesn't know which direction she's going in? People pulling strings on my life. That's got to go. Because if I'm going to focus on my work, and this is exactly what you was trying to do, then these people got to go. They got to go. How y'all doing? Did I miss anybody? Hey, Rena. Hey, baby. What's up? Dizzy Duncans. Minerva. How you doing? Is it Annuel? Welcome. CC Saul. Welcome. Brenda. How are you? Welcome to the channel. Vanessa. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Chair Bear. Loving Jesus and Rasan. So we got a Sagittarius that is like going within and really look at the hard stuff, trying to make a change. And sometimes change starts on the inside. See? Because see, it's like you were unstable. So you had to focus on self. So it's like you caught up. See, remember I said the devil is not a person right now. The devil is your choices and decisions you have made. You got in bed with this. Listen, this is somebody, this reading is not for everybody. Because everybody is not ready to take responsibility for their life. This is a Sagittarius that was going to take the good, the bad, and the ugly and face it. I made every damn choice and decision that got me here. And I am the reason why I'm unstable. And I have got to fix this. I do. I got to focus on my damn self. And so it's like somebody's owning their stuff. They're owning their business. They're stepping up to the plate. And instead of pointing the finger at ex-boyfriend, well, I'm out here, or ex-girlfriend, I'm out here with no money because this no good, having, cheating, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And while they may be all of those things, legitimately, how you doing, Bit by Charlie? They may legitimately be all of those things. But what does that got to do with you? Because you still chose to be with this person. So you got to ask yourself, how did I even end up in this situation with this person? What choice and decision? Where did I go wrong? That it became this. Because when y'all first got together, you thought it was going to be copacetic. You thought it was going to be your happily ever after at some point. Now you don't. And then how did it switch? When did it switch? What did you miss? Do you see why High Priestess mode is so important? How you doing, Flawless Empress? How are you? And Bit by Charlie, I'm gonna try to get to you after in a few minutes that I have between this reading and a collective read. Okay? Because y'all, this is not the collective. I'm still doing a collective at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Standard, 8:30 Central. So after this one, like 20 minutes later, I'm jumping right back on for the collective. Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. The Five of Pentacles is in the upright. Nine of Wands is in reverse. And the Hierophant is in reverse, as well as the Lovers is in reverse. So let me tell you something. This Sagittarius is now looking very much at one of the things you wanted to leave behind was being broke. And you were broke. Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. This is not every Sagittarius. Take it as it resonates. This is a Sagittarius that's going within. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. You're using your intuition. You're wanting to leave being broke behind. Okay. I want to leave. I don't like this feeling. I want to leave this behind because I'm in a Five of Pentacles. I'm completely upside down. You and this person broke up and there's no money. You're upside down. You want to leave being broke behind. So you're real bad. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles, some of y'all may not have been working or money, or you had more money going out than was coming in. There's a reason here. This could be somebody who is not working at all. Some of y'all. It all depends. Take it as it resonates. But money, you wasn't getting no handouts for sure. And it's like whatever you did have, it was thin pickings. So now what you're looking at is, how did you get here? How did you get caught up? How did you end up losing? What was you pouring out? Where was your boundaries low? You got to figure out, why did somebody just think that they could treat me like this? How did I end up on one side? So you got to look at where your boundaries, where were you vulnerable? You have to look at it. You decide, okay, I did my release prayer. I'm looking at where I'm vulnerable. I am going to make another executive decision. I'm going to be single. This point out, somebody's choosing singledom. I don't want to be in a partnership. So you just got out of a relationship and now you're making an executive decision. I want to be all the way single. Instead of being in a commitment or, like I said, jumping to go be up under the next person. Because y'all look good. Y'all could have got somebody else. But some people don't take time to heal. Some people go right into getting another person. This person is making up their mind. I'm going to be single and I'm going to take care of me. I don't want a partner. Lovers is in reverse. It's time for me to sit with me. It's time for me to sit with me. I'm about to learn how to be my own best friend. I'm about to learn how to look within, because you're in hermit mode. I'm going to have to figure it out. Because sometimes having other people there requires compromise. And it creates sometimes more confusion or even more conflict. Some things you just got to do by yourself, y'all. And everybody doesn't give themselves the grace or the period of time for proper healing. Y'all be so quick to go jump right into something else. But this person is going within. They're going within. What's up, Ivory? How you doing, baby? Welcome to the channel. I'm glad it's resonating for you. I'll take that one. That one's sticking behind that card. So, first thing this Sagittarius placement decides to do, Queen of Cups is in the upright. You're going to have to show yourself some self-love. Instead of trying to, Queen of Cups is a sweetheart. You got to be a sweetheart. Even if you're a masculine, you are a very kind soul, baby. But this was one of those times. I love this Queen of Cups out of every Queen of Cups, is because you see her. Normally the Queen of Cups is looking at something and she's focusing her energy on it. If you look at her eyes is closed. She took her hands off. So that means you got to let go of what no longer serves you. I'm not going to focus my love and attention on this object, this person, this thing. I'm going to take my hands off and I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to go deep within. Somebody's doing self-love. So this Queen of Cups, while she is a sweetheart, she decides that she's going to love herself. King of Wands is in reverse. This person, you realize, they chase the shiny object. You got to go be with this person. This is actually the King of Wands in reverse. Is like, sometimes it can mean like somebody irresponsible, but it's like you're just facing the fact this person is irresponsible. This is somebody who will leave you for the next best thing. So like, you know how like some people will be in a relationship with you as long as you have everything is good with you. You got money, you got a nice house, you got a nice car. They like you. The moment you don't have it, they don't know you. This is what you're finding out. Your intuition is now telling you about your past person that was manipulative. They go to whoever has the bigger bag. Whoever, so like they like you now, then they like somebody else. And so you're now realizing that in order for you to find your happiness, okay, you got to let the sun illuminate what your problem is. And one of your problems was this King of Wands in reverse. Your person likes to jump to the other people. So if you ever are in a Page of Pentacles situation or Five of Pentacles situation, which you're in, now you're illuminating why you're in so much regret. Now you're understanding why your cup is on E. See how all these cups are empty? And you see how the essence is coming off of her. If you felt depleted, Sagittarius, now you know why. The sun will illuminate why you're empty. And now you're probably feeling a lot of regret and maybe even a little bit sad. This is a sad, like you may have been a little depressed. Five of Cups is about being depressed, maybe mourning sometimes, but it's also a feeling of regret. You regret that your cup is empty. You're regretting the decisions that you made that got you here. And so that being said, you have to look at everything on why your money was coming in so slow. And you do regret some of the choices you made. You're looking like, damn, I didn't have proper boundaries. Dang, I was in a relationship where I was overgiving to somebody who liked it when I whined and dined them. But the moment I ain't got it, they don't know me. So it's like you're looking at everything. So now you're realizing part of that devil energy is that you had an overindulgence problem. You was taking care of trying to, help somebody, even if it was on a positive side, y'all. And when I say give to someone, everybody has been in relationships where you gave. And whether you give money or your time, and time is more valuable than money. So for some of y'all, I ain't never gave no man no money. I don't care. I'm not talking about that. Time is more valuable than money. Your body is more valuable than that. So here it is. You was given to something that wasn't serving you. So even if this person was like, hey, I'm going to go get it. Go be with this one because their body is together and yours is falling off because you stressed out. Whatever you was doing, it wasn't working. Your cup was on E and money was coming in slow. But it may have been because you was with this King of Wands. They like people who got it. So when you got it, they want to be winding down. Hey, baby, let's go out. Let's go do this. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's smoke. Let's drink. Let's do this. And now you're realizing like, hey, I ain't have proper boundaries. I was overspending on all the fun. And I need to love myself because my cup is depleted. You going through a Sagittarius out here, Queen of Wands. You went through a full, massive transformation. And look at you now. You are now standing in your power in the upright. Child, confidence on 10. You feel like, look at you. Joy has returned. You went through a massive, massive change. But it was because you went within. So then we got a Sagittarius that went into self-love and went through a massive glow-up transformation. Like your joy is restored, your confidence. So all of this came after you went through this situation that had you caught up. So while this situation was messed up, it looked like it made you. And you're starting to see that what looked like an ending was actually a brand new beginning. So it was like, you went from being caught up to now was being illuminated. Yeah. You went from something feeling like it was squeezing you and you was feeling like this person didn't love me and I'm in a one-sided situation and my money's all messed up to now the thing that looked like it should have broke you was making you a much better and a much stronger person. Spirit back out here. My light team. So here it is. Now you understand. Now, here's some other things that became out, Sagittarius, because your intuition's on 10 right now. You're realizing that somebody, you weren't just in this situation just for the hell of it. Somebody was doing stuff. See, it looks like these messenger birds are dropping some knowledge in your ear. Somebody was trying to bully you and put you in the Page of Pentacles. So let me get this straight, Saggy. Life wasn't just lifing. You had somebody doing a little spell work, a little bippity boppity boo. So this is somebody making your life harder. And you was just getting information that, hey, somebody wanted the upper hand on you. Let's talk about that Five of Swords. How you doing, Sherry, Jamila, and Franco Lafaro? Hey, and Ivory. How's everybody doing? Y'all, this is not the collective. The collective is in 20 minutes. There go my spirit team. See? That one looked like a feather. I don't know. How you doing, Kamiko and Austin? I'm not taking personal questions, Austin. Welcome, Ivy and Cola. Knight of Pentacles is in the upright. Somebody wanted your money to be listen, Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving Knight of them all. So somebody's playing with your finances, trying to slow you down. See, you used to not be juggling, right? Used to be fine. This is what this person knows. They wanted you to lose everything. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They wanted to slow your Pentacles all the way down. Normally the Knight of Pentacles, see, this one looks like he's walking. Normally the horse is standing still. So whatever seeds you planted, somebody was just... So now you're realizing, okay, so you're finding out things. This is a Sagittarius is doing a lot of transformation, baby. So it's like you're transforming on the inside, your self-esteem, your self-love, your self-worth, your confidence is just beaming through the roof, right? Because you went within. But now you're also learning some other harsh truth. You're taking responsibility. So we got a Sagittarius that's taking responsibility for how they ended up in the situation. They were their own devil. How did I end up here? Where did I not have proper boundaries? But now the icing on the cake, because your intuition is already on 10, looking at your own stuff, is now you see that somebody putting you in a 5 of Pentacles situation. You weren't just out here in the 5 of Pentacles for the hell of it. Oh, it's not just because of the mistakes I made. No, you have a bully. Somebody who wanted to win at all costs. Who wanted to see you go down and stay down. Looks like you're going to be getting your wish fulfillment anyway. That's what they couldn't see. They couldn't see it. Did you want that for 10 of Wands? I don't know if I picked it up. Which direction did you want the 10 of Wands? All right. Okay. Thank you. What you think about all the time, Sagittarius, is that you want your personal wish fulfillment. This person, you wanted to get up. You think about how you didn't want to be in this coffin. So all you kept focusing on was, one of these days, I'm going to get my personal wish fulfillment. I'm going to have my money. I'm going to have leaps of joy. My confidence is going to be restored. Even if you was caught up in a situation, somebody has a positive mindset that they're going to get out of this. I'm going to leap for joy. I'm still blessed and highly favored. My day is coming. So here it is. You still believing that you have a brand new day coming. And truth be told, with the Ace of Swords, like all this information is coming in. Man, look at all this information coming in. Ace of Swords is in the upright and the pay on top of this. So stuff is being illuminated. And what's being illuminated is how you're going to get out of your trials and tribulations. You're about to get out of your trials and tribulations. And notice how there's a bird here. My messengers. So it's like the divine is telling you, even here, the divine is telling you and illuminating for you, you need to go back and start studying. You're going to have to walk literally a tightrope. That means you're going to have to fall in line and follow divine direction. You want to get your breakthrough? You want victory and success over all your trials and tribulations? Then you're going to have to move differently. That was what was being illuminated. So here it is. You want this new start. Then that means, hey, Sagittarius, are you communicating with the divine? And the divine says, listen, get yourself in alignment. You want this new start? Then you're going to have to align yourself to what this new start requires. It might require going back to school for some of y'all. It may require a lot. See, the thing is, when you want something, a lot of times people just want it, but they don't want to do the hard work for it. But if you really want something, you're going to have to align to it. And it was going to be hard because guess what? You still got burdens on your back. You still in the Page of Pentacles. You got to have to juggle all of this on your own shoulders. Nobody was coming to rescue you. Nobody was helping you. So this is a Sagittarius who's like, okay, listen, I want to be in alignment. I want my personal wish fulfillment. I have nobody to help me. I'm going to have to carry my problems with me as I go on this journey. See how she got all her problems with her and she go on the journey. You got to take, so it's like nothing's coming off of you and you're going to have to go through this. It's going to be hard, but you're going to have to do it. And you know what they say, anything worth having is worth fighting for. So you're fighting for it. You're going to do the work. So when I say fighting for, we're not fighting for a person. You're fighting for your survival. You're fighting for your restoration. You're fighting for your own well-being. So this was worth fighting for. Even if it was going to be hard, even if you had to carry it all yourself. How you doing, Stephen, Susan, Charm? Welcome. 4 of Wands. I don't know which direction. That's sideways. You want this reversed or upright, the 4 of Wands? Upright. Okay. 4 Wands is in the upright. I was sworn something else just came out here. No, I was mistaken. Okay, 4 Wands is in the upright. So you want to go back to a time where you're stable. Even if you're not in a partnership, you need to be stable. Financially stable. So you decide that you're going to plant new seeds, Sagittarius. Yeah. If you want out of this hopeless situation, you have to plant seeds, even if it's going to take a long time for them to grow. You was taking ownership of your problem. This ain't going to be no quick fix. Just like fixing yourself and doing that inner healing work. This wasn't no one and done. This wasn't no 3-day. Oh, this is not no get rich quick scheme. Nah, baby, you're planting seeds. Remember I said it looked like the divine was telling somebody to go back to school. These are seeds. Commit to that hobby. Commit to writing that book. Commit. And it was going to take a minute before you get done. This is like you was in an incubation period. This is a lot of work. King of Cups is in the upright. 3 of Wands. I like this. Spirit just sometimes I take the King of Wands, like I treat it like the Hierophant in the sense of the divine. So it's like somebody did communicate with the divine. That wise counselor. And the divine was telling you how to hold and maintain. So you're going to have ships coming in. But in order for these seeds to bloom, you're going to have to hold and maintain. So it's like you plant the seeds, just like if you have a garden, and you water it as best you can. Then you wait for the rain, and you just got to wait it out. But while you're waiting, you got to keep working. So God is telling you, hey, baby, keep working, keep holding and maintaining while your ship come in. The more work you put in, I promise you a ship is coming. So it's like you have to keep motivating yourself. Because remember, you're out here by yourself. You're in hermit mode. So there are no cheerleaders. There is nobody saying, hey, come on, Keisha, get up. Come on, John, get up. You got to push yourself. You got to will yourself. So now it's you versus you. You ain't in competition with nobody. Sometimes the hardest person that you have to fight is you. That other side, you be like, man, I want to stay in the bed just 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. No, get your ass up. We got stuff to do. The divine is even telling you with love how to get in alignment. So you're going to have to get in alignment for this ship to come in. You're going to have to hold and maintain. It's some things you're going to have to do. It's not easy. Remember, they said it's going to be the 10 of Wands. You have to carry this. You got a lot on your shoulders. And you got to do it. You got to do it. Are you doing it by yourself? No, the divine is telling you what to do. But it wasn't going to be no easy fix. And this ain't no overnight fix. One of the first things that you had to do if you want to get stable is you're going to have to start holding on to your money. Stop giving out money. Especially people who want to be wine and dine. Because it leaves you without everything you need. Taking care of somebody else's needs. And I'm going to be honest with you. And people will say they need this. And women, we could be so bad at it. I want a man with money. I deserve these handbags. I've seen men bust their ass and buy a woman a car. I will never forget. I done seen many a little, short or little TikTok-y thing. He didn't work so hard. He's so proud. Buy a brand new car. And got the keys and brings her out and she look, I want that. It's a brand new car. I should be driving a Lambo. Your man don't make Lambo money. What's wrong with you? Here it is. People be working they be want to be wine and dine, but ain't appreciative, not none. And this is what Spirit is trying to tell you. This person that you was with, they didn't appreciate you, not none. Stop giving to them. Hold your money, because now they're taking stuff that you need. You gotta quit giving to them because you're trying to get yourself stable. Eight of Swords is in the upright. You want to get free from this hopeless situation, this mental prison, then that means you're going to have to make some changes. Remember, I said you didn't have no boundaries. And not having boundaries does not mean just with this person. You didn't have no boundaries with your finances. You may not have had no boundaries with how you allow people to treat you and come into your space. You allowed people to talk to you a little sideways. Well, I don't really like you talking like that, but you was being real soft with it. God said, hey, there's gonna be some things that's gonna have to change. You got to be selfish for a little bit. Boo-boo. Queen of Pentacles. And not selfish in the sense that like I'm stingy. No, you are valuable, and sometimes you need to understand your value and your worth. And once you recognize your value and your worth, somebody gotta go. It's time to go. Somebody gotta go. If you believe that, why are you on this channel, honey? And then you making all of these weird comments. How you doing, Herberto and Kimberline? Welcome to the channel. Clifford Nicholas, did I speak to you? I think I did. Is it Tashika ready? Thank you. Daylin, welcome. Coretta, welcome. Look at y'all. Monica, Charm, all y'all, welcome back. Okay, so here it is. You got to start being selfish with yourself, because like to be selfish is almost like, hey, you know, it's exclusive. You're exclusive. You don't need to be taking care of nobody. You need to take care of yourself. Because giving to them and they not appreciating it, how's that helping you? That's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. I wish I would buy somebody a car and they look at me and say, I don't want that. As hard as I didn't work to give you this out of love and you frown at me. The girl was like, I don't like doors like that. I want the doors to go up. I would have took that kid. Her friend was like, I like it. Can I have the car? I would have broke up that girl right on the spot. You can't give me my damn car back. In fact, we not gone. Don't even talk to me. Lose my number. Lose my number. Lose my number. Let me tell you something, baby. This is my channel to preach on. Why do y'all come in tarot rooms to preach? Like, you would get so much more done using your platform to do it. Baptist, theologian. Preach on your own channel, baby. Go head on. Y'all really like tarot. Y'all really be in here ear hustling. That's why you come in the tarot room. And you lazy because you don't want to use your own platform. You are. Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. See? This person, listen, whoever we're talking about, Spirit is saying, see, this Ten of Pentacles is generational wealth. Spirit is telling you to be selfish. They don't need to be a part of your generational wealth. Whatever money you have, they don't need to be a part of it. Spirit is telling somebody they don't need this outside person or some other people don't need to be a part of your stuff. God is telling you this. Why? Because I just said they don't appreciate you. They don't appreciate how hard you're working. In fact, they like you being caught up in stuff. They don't care. They don't care. And so if they don't care, then they don't need to be a part. Hold your money back. Don't give it to them. Don't give them nothing else. Don't give them nothing else. Because all they going to do is keep you caught up financially any damn way. This person is a pampered princess who likes to go around and sleep with other Sagittarius. And God is saying you need to be with somebody loyal. You need to be with somebody who's going to really have your back. This is the Six of Cups. And while it can talk about somebody from your past, don't mean that. God is saying here, you need somebody that's loyal, somebody that gives from the heart, somebody that is sincere, that really it's not about what like doing something nice for somebody so you can get something in return, but you need real loyalty. This person don't want to work. They just want whoever has it, take care of me, take care of me. They want to be a pampered princess or prince. I done met some masculines that will live off a woman in a heartbeat. masculine action, whether it's a woman or a same-sex option. There are some men that will use you and live off of you. I've seen one gay dude, he was like running. His boyfriend had him running, buying shoes, buying this. And he was out here just cheating on him left and right. There's people who will use you. This person is wild anyway. They the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is somebody sleeping with everybody any damn way. This is with men and women. This is somebody on a down low that wants to be pampered. And God is saying, no, baby, you need to be with somebody loyal. Somebody who really understands you. Not that. You need to go ahead on with that. World, let that in. Spirit is saying, let it in. Go ahead on. King of Swords is in reverse. By all, listen, not another day, not another minute. Gotta get this under control. The King of Swords in reverse ain't always a negative. By all means necessary, let this relationship end because this person's not loyal. Queen of Swords is in reverse. They talk to you crazy. They don't give you no equal reciprocity. They're manipulative and doing spell work on you. The only reason this person wants to attach to you is for what you do provide. Sagittarius. This person has you in third-party situations. They like ripping your heart to pieces. They like cheating, and they wanted to see your world go completely cold. This person stabs you in the back 24/7 and had a nerve to gossip about you. Sagittarius, this is somebody who will never hold a position. Somebody that will use you and let chaos ensue because they don't believe in equal reciprocity. This is somebody who want to be pampered, taken care of. They'll never be somebody you can lean on to walk the way you need them to walk. See, God said you deserve somebody loyal, not somebody manipulative that's going to do spell work on you. You need somebody that's going to have your back. They know what it means to hold the line, and we in this together. This going to always have your back. Not this person, so God said let it in. Death. So like, not only did you break up with this person, but God is letting you know that this don't need to ever come back together again. We ain't resurrecting this. We're going for full transformation. When we get done, your face need to be completely different. You're going to go through a death and transformation. And one of them is that you can't go back to this person. This is like over. So like God is like, I know you broke up with them, but no, I need you to really understand. Ain't going to be no breakup to make up. This is over. Because this person will never pour into your cup. They leave you depleted. And now, because you are in high priestess mode, you see it all. God is revealing it all to you with the moon in reverse. He done laid it out on the table. And one of the things that God had laid out on the table, that it's your time, Sagittarius. It's time for you to go back to your position where you're strong. This person may have looked at you like you were naive, like you were docile, like you was like a little lamb out here. But it's time for you to rise to the occasion. Remember who you are. You're strong, baby. Then, God gives every sign a little something. You know what he gave us? Sagittarius, and I say us because I'm a Sagittarius too. He gave us that positive mindset. We can be optimistic in any damn situation. So we will find a silver lining. Now, you can use it. Sometimes that optimism can get you in trouble. But in this case, you got to go back to being strong. You got to walk in your Leo energy. This is Leo energy right here. Now, y'all ain't Leos, but you know what I'm saying? You got to get put on that. You got to build your confidence up. You got to step into your power. You're not weak. You are strong. So this is about perseverance. It's time for you to get there, to build your confidence, to persevere, and to have your strength. And you could do it if you leave things that no longer serve you. Stop trying to make stuff work with people who if somebody really wants you, they'll be there. You ain't even got to ask. They will be there. They ain't got to fight for a place in your life. They going to make sure, hey, I got you. I got your back no matter what. This person don't. Leave them behind and don't look back. I want to thank the Most High, His Son, the Holy Spirit, and my spirit team, Bit by Charlie, and all of you all who joined me for this reading. It is still about 50 of y'all A little, yeah, about 50. Do y'all mind double tapping the screen so Sagittarius can probably win the bonus? I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for the jewels if you sent them. And thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this reading, you all, I will be right back in about 20 minutes because I got to do the collective for all 12 zodiac signs. I do it every night. Here on this channel. Every night we do a collective at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Standard, 8:30 Central. If you need a personal reading, hit me up at @gmail.com. I'll send you the link with all the prices and everything. All right, y'all. Give me like 20 minutes and we're going to jump right back in for the collective. I'll see y'all in a minute. Bye, baby. Bye,